I was 3 hours into plowing Route 47 when the first police cruiser pulled up behind my truck, lights flashing red and blue against the dark, snowy dawn. I figured there might be an accident up ahead, so I eased the big orange rig to the shoulder and shifted into park, the engine rumbling like a distant thunder. The snow was piling up fast that February morning in Brookfield, Connecticut, and I had miles left to clear before the rush hour hit. Officer Ramirez stepped out, wrapped tight against the freezing wind, and approached my window. I cranked it down, letting in a blast of cold air. "Morning, officer," I said, puzzled. "Everything all right?" "John Miller?" he asked, glancing at his notepad. "We've had noise complaints about your truck. Several calls, actually, starting an hour ago, claiming you're running heavy equipment in a residential zone during off-limits hours, breaking town noise rules." I blinked at him, completely thrown off. "Officer, I'm under contract with the town council. This is my job. Route 47 has to be ready by 6, and with this storm, I've been out since 3. Ramirez shifted uncomfortably. "I get it, but the calls came from Oak Ridge Estates, that HOA neighborhood back a quarter mile. The lady who called was adamant we shut you down." Oak Ridge Estates. I knew the place well. A fancy gated community that popped up 5 years back, full of matching McMansions, flawless yards, and an HOA that seemed to thrive on making folks miserable. Route 47 skimmed right along their border with just a row of evergreens and a fancy fence in between. "Yeah, a Mrs. Margaret Thompson. She's the HOA president. Phone dispatch 4 times already, threatening to complain to the mayor." I rubbed my temples, bone-tired. I'd been awake since 2, and the storm showed no signs of letting up. "Look, I've got my town contract in a glove box. I'm required to clear this route. The public works crew is short-staffed from all the cuts." "I believe you," Ramirez said. "Told dispatch this was likely a wild goose chase, but calls come in, we respond. Mind if I see the contract? Just to log it and maybe quiet her down." I passed in the folder. It was ironclad, signed by council members and the town manager. It spelled out my duties for winter maintenance on routes 47, 108, and some side streets, allowing work from midnight to noon during storms. Ramirez snapped photos with his phone. "This covers it. Sorry for the hassle, Mr. Miller. I'll report back and tell Mrs. Thompson you're legit under town orders." "Thanks," I said, gearing up to move. But he paused. "Word of caution, I've tangled with Oak Ridge before. Their HOA's pushy. Sued the town last year over flooding. Might want to tip off the council." "Will do. Though really, I just wanted to plow." He drove off, and I pushed on, the blade shoving snowbanks aside. The job was hypnotic, giving me time to mull over this Margaret Thompson and why she'd try to halt essential road clearing. By the time I finished Route 47 and hit 108, dawn was breaking, painting the white world in soft light. I loved this work, despite the hours and chill. There was pride in knowing folks could drive safely because of me. My phone buzzed at 7:30, just as I wrapped the streets by the elementary school. It was Mike Sullivan, the town manager. "John, we've got trouble." Mike sounded worn out, no surprise. He juggled everything on a shoestring budget. "I've been fielding calls since 6 from Margaret Thompson at Oak Ridge. She's pushing to cancel your contract." "Yeah, cop stopped me earlier. Showed them the papers. I saw Ramirez's report, but she's not dropping it. Says your truck's noise pollution, disturbing her peace, and the town can't operate on Route 47 since it edges her HOA land." "Mike, that's nuts. Route 47's public. It's a key thoroughfare." "I know, but she's threatening suits and has her board riled up. 3 other Oak Ridge folks want council meetings." I watched kids trickle into school, parents gliding on the fresh-plowed lot. "What now?" "Nothing. Keep plowing. You're contracted till April, and we need you. Just a heads up, this could get ugly. Margaret's got cash and attorneys. She loves stirring pots." The snow kept coming, so I looped back for second passes. Around 2, nearing Route 47 again, I spotted a cluster at Oak Ridge's gate, holding signs. I slowed. Messages like "Respect our peace" and "End noise pollution." Leading them was a woman in her early 50s, in a pricey white coat with fur, designer boots, and big shades despite the clouds. Her blonde hair was impeccable, defying the flakes. As my truck grumbled by, she pointed, yelling into her phone. Protesters waved harder. Then she marched into the road, hand up like a stop sign. I braked hard, stopping 10 feet short. My pulse raced. She could have been flattened. I leaned out. Ma'am, you can't block traffic. That's dangerous. Are you John Miller? She barked, striding up. Yes, and get off the road. I'm Margaret Thompson, president of Oak Ridge Estates HOA. We've lodged complaints about your illegal work, yet here you are, tormenting us with that racket. I'm not tormenting. I'm plowing a town contract job. A contract that shouldn't exist. Route 47 borders us. Your noise violates our right to quiet. It's unbearable, especially pre-dawn. I stayed calm. I get it's loud, but this is public maintenance. I have council approval. The council isn't almighty. Our HOA has rights. This disrupts private property. The road's public. Noise carries, but that's life. Her tone sharpened. Continue, and we'll sue the town and you personally. Behind her, phones recorded. My jaw clenched. This was ridiculous. I'm working. Complain to the council. But move, someone could get hurt. Don't threaten me. I'm not. Standing in a storm-slick road is risky. Please step aside. She glared, then moved, yelling, this isn't finished. I drove on, knuckles white. This lady meant trouble. That night, after parking my truck on my outskirt lot, I had 17 missed calls, 3 from Mike, 5 unknowns, rest from local news. Mike first. John, where were you? Working. What's up? Mike, bogus. She jumped in front. I stopped and asked her to move. I saw her edited clip. Damage done. News is on it. Channel 8 wants your side. No interviews. I just plow. I get it, but this is escalating to governance and rights. Council swamp. I sank onto my couch, watching flakes fall. I'd built this business over 8 years, private gigs, then independent. It meant something, helping the town. Now one HOA boss wanted to wreck it over plow noise. The weekend blurred with more snow and 40 hours of clearing. Monday, truck maintenance. Then a certified letter from Carter and Associates for Oak Ridge HOA. 3 pages of legalese. Cease plowing Route 47 or face suits for noise, nuisance, harassment, distress. Demanding $50,000. Injunction on contract. I called Mike. Got it too, he said. Our lawyer's on it. They can't block public clearing, right? Lawyer says no, but Margaret claims nuisance and alternate routes exist. Alternates? Route 47's vital. It's contracted. I know. Come to Tuesday's meeting. We'll handle. Tuesday, town hall lot jammed with news vans and protesters. Oak Ridge folks with signs, safety over snow, stop Miller. Margaret held court with reporters. Brookfield ignores Oak Ridge taxpayers. We deserve peace from noise and threats. I tried slipping in, but Mike's thrust forward. Mr. Miller, comment on HOA claims? I'm just doing my job. Legal contract for roads, including 47. Following laws. But noise? They say dangerous levels. It's a plow. Noisy by nature. Did you threaten Mrs. Thompson? No. She blocked me. I asked her to move safely. Compromise? On safety? No. Margaret cut in. Mr. Miller, halt Route 47 pending noise review? No. Contracted duty. Roads must stay safe. Then we'll pursue all legal options. I pushed inside. Chambers packed. Oak Ridge versus old-timers. Mike whispered, messy. Half back her, half you. It's new wealth versus locals. HOA versus town power. Council of 5, chaired by Susan Harper, a lifelong Brookfield retired teacher, called order. Large turnout on snow contract and Oak Ridge complaints. Civil comments only. Margaret rose. Bar John Miller. He intimidates us. Mrs. Thompson. He's a contractor with rights. Sit. Susan. Public comments, 3 minutes each. Margaret first, dramatic. Noise-shattering peace, health woes, value drops, alternatives exist. Demand redirect or terminate. Applause from her side. Then George Patterson, hardware store owner. Lived here 62 years. Snow plows are loud, deal with it. Route 47 predates Oak Ridge. John's work keeps us safe. Absurd. His side clapped. Speakers alternated. Oak Ridge griped noise. Town unresponsive. Locals valued clear roads, called it silly. Tension built. Then me. I'm John Miller, plowing 8 years. Town hire me post-cuts. Grateful, meaningful work. I know it's loud, but per ordinances. Route 47's key for commutes, hospital, school. To Margaret, not harassing. Just my job keeping safe. Mixed reactions. Council deliberated, question Mike, lawyer me. Susan, contract valid, ordinances followed. Route 47 public, essential. Appreciate concerns, but can't cancel for noise on vital service. Margaret erupted, outrageous, favoring business over residents. Sit. You're right to sue, but decision stands. Gavel down, chaos. I slipped out. Relief, mixed dread. One round one, but she persist. 3 days later, Oak Ridge sued in Superior Court for injunction, damages. Town lawyer said frivolous, but I hired Bob Jenkins on payments. Law's with you, Bob said. Essential service, public road. But Carter's aggressive. Worst, temp injunction. Likely drags, dismissed. Every storm tensed me. Protests, videos continued. Social media war. Late March hearing in Hartford. Bob moved dismiss. Carter countered noise science. Judge William Lee. Arguments heard. No viable claim. Public road. Municipal authority. Buyers near roads accept noise. Remedy. Petition council. Not sue contractor. Dismissed with prejudice. Award of my fees. Relief hit hard. Bob grinned. Margaret stunned. Outside, she huddled. Appeal. Election. Bylaws. But for me, over. April fee hearing. $7,500 awarded. I out only $500. Thought done. Wrong. May Mike. Margaret filing everywhere. EPA, OSHA, DOT. Most dismissed, but DMV probing your truck. I know. Inspector coming. Harassment. DMV guy Carl. HOA beef? Seen plenty. You're good. Summer. Zoning complaint, dismissed. EPA leak claim? Nothing. OSHA safety, clear. Late July. Petition for ballot change to in-house plowing, noise curbs. Would cripple town. Needed 800 signatures. Got 300, mostly Oak Ridge. Failed. October. Insurance complaints, false accidents, premiums up. Business license deleted digitally. Police report. November. Tires slashed, sugar in tank. $3,000, days down. No proof. First storm. Cars blocking Route 47, including Margaret's Mercedes. Towed. She claimed theft. Mike, charging obstruction, maybe vandalism. Then garage break-in, blade wrecked, hoses cut, graffiti leave Oak Ridge alone. My new cameras caught 3 masked figures, one in her signature fur boots. Detective Lisa Grant. Your footage plus traffic cam showing her car out despite alibi lie. Enough for charges. Mischief, vandalism, conspiracy. Days later, Margaret arrested at home. Mischief, false statements, obstruction. Edward Hayes and Rebecca Klein too. News blasted. Shocked Margaret in cuffs viral. HOA ousted her, apologized. Case fast. I testified impact. Prosecution evidence solid. Defense persecuted for rights. Jury guilty quick. Judge Lee. You escalated from lawsuit to crimes wasting resources, endangering safety. 2 months jail, served, probation, restitution, service. Others lighter. Relief pure. Winter smooth. Oak Ridge new president Andrew Park apologized. Most want good neighbors. Embarrassed. Insurance normalized. Contract renewed 2 years. More towns called. Spring. Better off. Publicity boosted profile. Margaret served time. Sold house. Left state. Mike and I bonded. Over coffee. Changed us. New contractor protections. Stood up to HOAs. Past Oak Ridge. Signs of life. Bikes, hoops, chalk. Freed from her grip. Life on. Plowing. Building business. Showing up. Contract extended 5 years. Susan. John exemplifies dedication. Bob. Handled right. No retaliation, trusted system. Choices. Margaret escalated to ruin. I stood ground. Smooth winters expanded to 3 trucks, 2 staff, Alex, then Sarah. Met Emily Hayes, nurse, post-shift chat. Dated, married, simple ceremony. Anniversaries passed, system worked. Heard Margaret in Florida, low-key, barred from HOAs. Trained Sarah on Route 47. That HOA drama stretch? Long ago. Taught. Do right, truth wins. Not optimism, boundaries. Snow fell. I plowed. Life forward. Meaningful work, stand ground, trust system. Everything else? Just noise. What do you think about the violence and injustice in stories like this? Share your thoughts in the comments. Take a stand on how everyday folks should handle bullies with power. I'd love to hear your views.